Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's Vic here again, and we're going to be taking a look at another small painting. It's going to be this one. In fact, it's not a painting actually, it's a drawing, and again it's on a very small 5x7 canvas, and I'm going to be talking through the backstory to this, and so it kind of makes sense. So I'm going to pop up a still of this and yeah, basically this drawing here, if anybody is familiar with printed circuit boards, electronics, anything like that, you'll probably see a few familiar things in this. Now, years and years ago, back when I was a lot younger, I used to work in electronics, and I used to put components onto printed circuit boards and solder them in and stuff like that. So most people these days, I probably won't have the hell clue what I'm talking about. But if you open up any piece of electronics, any kind of product that is run by electric, in it you're going to see a printed circuit board. I wish I had one to show you, but I haven't got one to show you now. But basically, it has all the components that the electric flows through, and it controls the electricity, and it will make it switch on off, change the current, do lots of weird and wonderful things, probably combined with a few electronic chips, silicon chips, and ICs and diodes and things like that. I don't know if I still use diodes. But this kind of would have been like a blueprint. So when I used to do things like that, I used to have to follow like a blueprint, which would be like a plan of the actual printed circuit board. And so years and years later, I thought, I don't know, I'm just going to do something with a bit of fun here and actually kind of draw out like a make pretend printed circuit board onto a canvas. And this is kind of what I ended up with. And it is just a bit of fun, really. The weird thing about this, and what I wanted to do especially, is it's one continuous line. So that was quite key to the whole thing. So if you look at the design, you'll see it's one design, one line, it doesn't actually end. And that was quite key to the whole process, because I wanted it to flow like a piece of electric. You know, it enters something and it flows around, it's kind of controlled and does all sorts of things, and then it flows out the other end. Well, I say it doesn't flow out the other end, probably just does what it's got to do and burns its energy up, but I wanted it to be like a singular piece of energy going through the board. So that was the essence of the design. I've called this design PCB2, printed circuit board 2. I think I had a PCB1, I might have sold it. So this was the second one. So that's the reasoning behind it. You can actually see it, even on the sides there, goes right around the side, which is a bit of fun. So that was the basis for the design. So I hope that explains that. And thanks a lot for looking. I hope you've enjoyed that little weird explanation, and I'll see you in the next video. You take care now. Bye for now.